Tennis classroom on wheels. We recommend to get a whiteboard that you can just take any place on the tennis courts. We have a small group going to a small tournament, but we want to make a big effort for big improvement. We did this first individually and then collectively. Exercise 1, come up with 10 words that make you a better player. 10 phrases that support the 10 words. So that's the first part of the exercise. The second part, what are our problems as competitors, and then what are the solutions? Now, we can substitute the words, but here's a list of 10. Compete is number 1, and number 10 is compete. When you get up in the morning, compete. You do your push-ups and sit-ups. You shadow swing in front of the mirror. You don't let your mom or dad wake you up in the morning. You get yourself out of bed. You make your bed. Sense of accomplishment. But you compete. We tell kids 10 minutes of yoga. If you're going to do that twice a week, just go to YouTube. But it's competing. Competing when you push away the junk food. Competing when you read the label on the cereal. The next is footwork. You've got to have happy feet. You've got to move your feet. The next is position. What is your position on the tennis court? What's your opponent's position? What's the position of the ball? The next is your target. Do you have a smart target? Do you understand strategy? Do you understand stats? Spin. Can you hit true topspin? Can you vary spins? Do you have the ability to play an underspin backhand approach shot? Can you keep the ball low? When the ball's in flight, you're in transition to the net. Do you breathe? Do you breathe? Do you let the athlete out? Are you efficient? Are you efficient? You know, do you have a ready position? Do you have a short, compact swing? Do you get the racket below the ball? Do you swing inside out? Routines. What's your morning routine? What's your evening routine? Your before practice routine? Your after practice routine? Routines turn into rituals. What's your in-between point routine? Your routine for the serve. Your routine for the return of serve. What's your routine in between games, in between sets? And then you just repeat. Mental toughness. Eliminate the external stimuli, focus on the task at hand. You just repeat the cycle, one ball at a time. You're not outcome oriented, it's performance oriented. Are you going to go right back, moving your feet, getting in position, being efficient with the right swing to the right target, being able to hit spin. And then you compete at the end of the day, like the young tennis player has the privilege of taking tennis lessons. Do you have a journal? Do you write down 3 things from each practice? Do you take a time out? Do you take 10 minutes and just have reflective thought? But these are 10 words. The phrases, hungry dog hunts best. Okay? Always fight. Be tenacious. So there's many, many valuable phrases that the students have come up with. Substitute words. Attitude, energy, spirit, all comes under competition. The problems, just really poor body language. With pushing, running backwards, having the ball, get way above your shoulder as you retreat off the baseline. Not having the guts, the grit, the courage to take a short ball and go forward. But the solutions, and there's so many. I'm going to be the hardest worker. I'm going to be the most coachable. But with all this being said, our small group going to a small tournament, a big effort for big improvement is if they can be regulated by 10 buzzwords. So they're going to start with the idea they're going to compete, they're going to end with the idea they're going to compete. And right here, it just makes sense. Let's simplify. We got to have great footwork. We've got to get in position. We have to have the right target. We have to hit with the right spin. We got to breathe, let the athlete out. And we're going to try our very, very best to be efficient, to have a high skill set. And then we're going to have routines to do all that, and then we just repeat it. So maybe this is an exercise that would help your players, have them come up with 10 words to be a better competitor.